Hello and welcome back to another Peak District adventure and to a beautiful Dovestone reservoir over there. So I'm out with Glenn.
Hi, hello.
And today we're in the northwest part of the Peak District and we're going to do a walk around Dovestones. So this is a part of the peaks that neither Glenn nor myself have walked previously. It's quite a distance from where we live, but I've seen a lot of photographs on Instagram. We are going to visit one of Instagram's favourite places today, the Trinnacle. So completely uncharted territory for us both. So really looking forward to seeing what's in store today. So let's see what they bring, shall we? So we're about 1.5 miles in. We've just passed Greenfield Reservoir there. And the route now takes us up through the gully there and over towards the Trinnacle. So we're hoping that we'll get there before the crowds do, because as I say, it's typically a busy area, but Friday and the time of the day it is at the moment, there's not many folk about, so fingers crossed we'll have that area to ourselves when we get there. So we've got our first view of the Trinnacle sticking out on the end there. Well, we think it's the Trinnacle. Well, that looks impressive. That's called Lamb Knoll. That looks like a nice little scramble that I need to add to my to-do list. However, we're taking this path, Birchen Clough, which looks equally as impressive. So, let's take it on, shall we? Wow, this is fantastic. Birchen Clough. About halfway up now. It's a proper hands-on scrambling places. Nothing too difficult. Glenn's up there. What do you think, Glenn?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really good. Tough, but good.
Fantastic. Right, let's keep on going. Well, looks like it's straight up the waterfall now. Lovely shot back down the clough there. Glenn's found a rock to pose on again.
Welcome to Birchen Clough.
I think Glenn wants to be a YouTuber. So we made it to the top of Birchen Clough. I thoroughly enjoyed that. What about you, Glenn?
Yeah, it was good. Probably the best scramble I've done to date in the Peak District, I have to say.
Fantastic. We're on a bit of a run of scrambling routes. Those that have watched my video recently up Crowden Clough onto Kinder, that was a great scramble. Blackden Brook, another one, but probably not the same difficulty level as those, but fantastic fun, particularly if you go alongside the waterfall. Right, we're off to the Trinnacle now, which I think is just over the hill there.
Ready for Instagram?
Glenn, poser. Come on, let's get going. We're just debating whether we should get on the end of that for a photo. I think Glenn's going to try it out first. Well done, Glenn.
Oh, that was steep.
So we've made it to Dovestones. What a fantastic view over to the clough I showed you earlier. So we've got Glenn there, he's braved it onto the edge. Fantastic views from up here though. So we're going to find the Trinnacle, which I think is just a few yards away. So we made it to the Trinnacle. I think Glenn's going first for his Instagram photo.
For the Instagram.
So we made it onto the top of the Trinnacle. It's a bit windy on here. And I'm going to keep this clip brief because I'm only a foot or two away from a drop to my death, and that'll ruin the day. Fantastic though, honestly, the views from up here are well worth it. So I think we've earned ourselves a tea stop, and Glenn wants more photographs for his Instagram page. So we bumped into Lorna and Effie.
Hey.
I think as I've been going around the last couple of walks, Glenn's promoting my YouTube channel to everyone that we see along the way. So we've just been taking some photos for Lorna and Effie of them on the Trinnacle. So I think Glenn's managed to get me a new subscriber as a result. So,
Definitely, yeah.
but we're really fortunate. We understand this is a really busy area at the weekend, and we're the only 4 people up here at the moment. So lovely to meet you, Lorna and Effie.
And you guys.
And thanks for subscribing. Well, that's an impressive view of Manchester over there, which is in the sun, and we're in the rain and wind now. So we've made it to Dovestone Rocks. I've had to shelter behind one of the rocks because it's very windy on the tops. Probably a bit windy for the micro muff to cope with. But you can see the rest of the route we're taking opening up now. So I think essentially we're just following the ridge all the way down round before we drop back down to the reservoir. Very Clough-esque this is, which is unsurprising. We're not too far away from Clough here. So welcome to Chew Reservoir. So over in that direction, which may be able to see on camera, is the Home Moss transmitter, which obviously is quite close to Black Hill. So you can follow this path alongside the reservoir over to Lado Rocks, then up onto Black Hill, but it's extremely boggy, and we're going in the opposite direction today anyway. Well, that's a pretty special view, particularly that road, how it weaves in between the hills. It's a fantastic vantage point from this ridge. Got some great views over there. There's a monument on the hill over there. Not sure exactly what it is. It's down on the map as obelisk. So I think that's something to check out at some point. And we can also see over to Saddleworth Moors too, which is part of the route I passed when I walked the Pennine Way last year. But yeah, just a great all-round walk this. Why stick to the lower reservoir path when you can come up here and have these fab views and get battered by the wind? Spoiled for the views on today's walk. It's on top of this rock, got the reservoir down there, and you can see the route that we've taken today through a bit of a horseshoe. Well, we found a trig point at the top of Alphin Pike, I do believe it's called. Probably the closest views we're going to have today over towards the city of Manchester. Apologies, I've mentioned the word view probably about 100 times today, but that sums up this walk. The views have been spectacular. I don't know why I've left it as long as I have to come around this part, but glorious. I'm glad we've got a clear day. We've been able to witness them. Right, it's time to descend now. We've been battered by the wind for about the last 3 hours, so we're finally at the point where we're going to descend back down towards the reservoir. Well, that was an interesting descent. Basically losing about 300 metres on gravel. Just happy to have made it down alive, aren't we, Glenn?
Did we?
might have had 1 or 2 slips on the way down. So you've got another view from here of that descent that I was moaning about earlier. Just where the hill starts to drop. Yeah, the camera never does them justice, but it was steep and deadly, both at the same time. Okay, so we're back alongside the reservoir now, just under half a mile to go to get back to the car. As I said earlier on in the video, I can't believe it's taken me as long as it has to do this walk. Highly recommend it. What do you think, Glenn?
I think it was brilliant, really, really good. A little bit windy today, but definitely better than the really hot weather to hiking. So yeah, it's been good.
I've had a few requests on recent videos for links to the actual route, and unfortunately, since View Ranger ceased to exist, RIP View Ranger, the mapping software that I use now for some reason doesn't let you send a link that I can post in the video description. So what I would say is if you would like the route, just send me a message via Instagram or Twitter and I can send you a GPX file. Right, well that's it for today. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you again soon. It's bye from me and
Bye from me.
bye for now.